Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review False Positive, the sophomore film directed by Jon Lee, which premiered at the 2021 Tribeca Film Festival before it will stream on Hulu June 25th, 2021. Very much a Rosemary's Baby riff that plays sometimes like a satirical horror comedy slash social commentary, but then kind of drops the ball on all fronts. Still, there was a lot of fun to be had with this film, which Lee is reunited with his Broad City star, Ilana Glazer, who also co-wrote the script, who's playing Lucy, who is well-to-do, works in marketing. She's married to reconstructive surgeon Adrian, also a Rosemary's Baby reference, played by Justin Theroux. They're trying to get pregnant unsuccessfully. He suggests that they seek out assistance, and he has an old colleague, Dr. Hindle, played by Brosnan, who has developed his own fertility treatments, and it takes over a year to see him. Of course, due to his past relationship with Adrian, he sees her right away. She gets pregnant. In fact, she suddenly finds herself with 3 fetuses in her uterus, a pair of twin boys, and a smaller girl, a female singlet, we're told, and he says she has to make a decision. Which is called selective reduction. She's very adamant that she wants the young girl. It opens up the subplot about her relationship with her dead mother and some Peter Pan motifs. So they assure her that they abort the twins, and we're kind of left on edge about what's going on in a lot of ways, because as we're watching Lucy be gaslit, the film is also kind of gaslighting us with making us think there's a supernatural element. There's a lot of interesting references that kind of play like gags, like a queer dream sequence that is riffing on Kubrick's The Shining and Room 2037, if you will. I also, because of those kind of obvious references, I was thinking maybe Dr. Hindle is in the inherent body horror of this scenario, being reminiscent of The Brood starring Art Hindle, or maybe even the Brindlefly from The Fly. Josh Hamilton plays her boss, who keeps saying he has female intuition, and even though she's on par with her other colleagues, one of whom is also Sullivan Jones, they make her buy lunch every day. All of those films feel like, very broad satire. That's not really matched anywhere else. So it's hard to feel any real sense of menace. I will say that Brosnan is highly entertaining, also, although again kind of tonally jarring with everything else, but he's uncomfortable and obviously having a good time. If you're familiar with a true life case about a man that was doing this to a bunch of women, you might predict some of the plot twists, but not all of them. But it's probably actually more reminiscent of an old Mary Higgins Clark novel called The Cradle Will Fall at the end of the day. Sophia Bush plays another potentially insidious person, as does Zainab as Grace Singleton, a character whose name that will be burned in your memory after this film. It was lensed by Pawel Pogorzelski, who is Ari Aster's apparent favorite cinematographer, including Hereditary and Midsummer, of course. The production design of the Hindle Institute interiors might look a little cheap, but other than that, the film does look quite good. If anything, it'll bring you to a place that's not as fantastic as you would like it to. But if you're in the mood for some strange, some pseudo-campy fun, I think False Positive is a nice Friday night flick. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.